Architectural Builder Supply is pleased to present you with this recording of the technical question that is listed in the title of this video.
This call may be monitored and recorded for quality assurance.
I ask you a question on a VR914.
Yes, sir.
My client says that the VR914 he received has an 1 1/8" diameter hole for the cylinder. And he insists that it's 1 1/8". The question for you is that possible that the factory could have sent it out like that?
1 1/8". It's usually 1 1/4". Give me 1 second. Let me look at the print real quick. 1 moment.
Thank you, sir. Well done, and I will advise Skywalker Scrabble.
Thank you for holding. I appreciate your time.
Sure.
Our template says 1 5/8". So if we did that, it may have gone through an engineering special, or could he have received, just like the 996 can be drilled out larger for a Corbin Russwin cylinder, we may do engineering specials like we do on a lot of products. So yeah. he may have received that by accident, that we were doing an engineering special, and there was humans that turned around and grabbed the part and sent it to you by accident. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Just wanted to make sure. I didn't know if it was a die, and listen, the machine only punches one hole. Okay, that's what I needed to know. We're going to get a little Dremel tool, and we're going to just squeeze that out a little bit larger, and we're going to move on with life. So thanks, Kerry.
You're welcome. You have a great weekend. Take care, sir.
Same to you, sir. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Architectural Builder Supply is pleased to present you with this recording of the technical question that is listed in the title of this video.
This call may be monitored and recorded for quality assurance.
So, hey, let me ask you on those pull handles, did somebody ask for 1 1/8" diameter holes?
No, the thing is, we're doing this project, and the client asked for something similar to that, and I went online and I found that exit trim, but where I purchased it from, it didn't mention whether or not it came with a 1 5/8 opening or a 1 1/8 opening. So I pretty much just had to get it, and then once I got it, I noticed that it was a 1 1/8 opening.
Yeah, like I said, I called the manufacturer. They told me, as I said, that's either a mistake or someone specifically asked for that. But there's no cylinder that I can think of that would go into that hole. So
yeah, that's what I'm noticing. But
yeah.
I did see that what is it called, the Mortise deadbolt? Do you think that could work?
No, I wouldn't. You mean the Cal Royal Mortise deadbolt that you sent me?
That, or the one that you quoted me for?
Yeah, the one that I quoted you would probably be the way to go, in the sense that it's going to be less expensive and it's going to be of higher quality, in my opinion. So that's what I would suggest. That's a Kaba Ilko 4500 series, and what's great about that system is it doesn't really care about the thickness of the door or the keyway because it can be done in a modular sense. So you can pick different length cylinders and pick cylinders with different keyways. 2 inch thick, 2 1/4, 3 inch, 1.5 inch. Who cares? You're good. It'll work.
Okay.
That's
we're working with a 2 inch door frame, so it should work, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it will definitely work. Absolutely.
Okay. Okay. And you think that cylinder will fit in that hole?
The cylinder that I would provide with that deadbolt?
Yes.
No, it's not going to fit in your 1.8 inch. You're going to have to make that hole larger. You're going to have to get it to about 1 1/4 inch.
Oh, we're going to have to. Okay, I see.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's nothing that'll fit into that 1.8 inch. That'll have to be made. Did you get that on eBay or something? How did you?
No, it was a website online called, I think, the Home Decor. It's very similar to another website that I researched. Was called the TrueDoor.
Yeah.
The thing is, when I went to that website, the TrueDoor one, it says that you can choose a cylinder that is 1 1/8. So even they say
no. That's not the diameter. That's the length.
Oh, that's the length.
Yeah. I see where you're coming from. Yeah, that I can see how you would see that. So the diameter is 1 5/32, and that's just what it is. 1 5/32. So that means it's 1.15, whereas 1.8 inch is 1.125. So it's a little bit too small of a hole. You're going to have to open that thing up for sure 1/8 of an inch, for sure.
Okay,
then the other issue is that VR914 trim is meant for, what is that meant for? That's meant for an exit device, right?
It is meant for an exit device,
yeah. So the hole is along with the lugs, are at a specific back set. And the back set is derived from the exit device back set. So you can order that lock for me at either 2 3/8 back set, or, well, actually, you can order it at 2 inch, 2 3/8, or 2 3/4 inch, actually. So you've got to figure out, are you going to be okay with that pull handle going on the door the way it's shaped at a defined dimension from the edge of the door to the center of the hole? Because when it goes on with an exit device, that's already figured out based on the type of strike that's being used. You're using it in an unintended, well, not unintended. You're using it. Yeah, no, it's not really unintended, but you're using it in a different approach.
I know, I see that. Yeah. The thing is, I'm kind of new to this whole thing too. So when they asked me for this, I had to, come up with, find it somewhere, and then when I found it, I didn't really realize that it was intended to be used as an exit device or exit trim.
Yeah.
So I had to do a lot of research for that, and I'm still looking for something that could work for it.
Well, in my opinion, you found it. I think it'll be fine. I think that taking a Dremel tool and reaming it out is not a big deal. How many do you have to do? Just one?
It's two actually.
No big deal. I mean, you're only putting them on one side only. No big deal. It's going to be 30 minutes of work at the very most. And what you'd have to do to put that Kaba Ilko 4500 in would be you'd have to drill a larger hole in the door itself underneath where the pull handle is going to go, because you need like an inch and 7/8 maybe. So you're going to drill a bigger hole in the door to get the hub assembly of the deadbolt in the door. Then the pull handle will cover that larger hole from the outside. On the inside, you're only gonna, well, it won't really matter to you. Well, what are you putting on the inside? A thumb turn, right? On
the inside, it's just gonna be, no, they want it as a double cylinder, so it'll be easy on both sides.
But there's no pull handle on the handle on the inside, is there?
There's a gate box, if that's what you're asking about.
But you're not putting those VR914s back to back.
No, not back to back. No.
Right on.
Two separate gates.
Right on. So is there already a hole in the gate box?
No. This will have to be done at the job site.
Super easy. You're going to drill like whatever it is on the one side, 1 7/8, for the exterior in your gate box. Then on the inside, you'll drill 1 1/4 inch, and you're perfect.
You know what? I actually completely agree with you.
Yeah.
However, there's this issue that, well, we're not the ones that are actually installing this.
Yeah.
So we have to kind of discuss this with the people that are over at that job site.
Yeah, of
and
course.
so that idea of actually reaming out the hole actually came first. We were like, okay, well, why don't we just make the hole bigger, right?
Yeah.
But I think the guys over there just don't like that idea, and I believe they're not aware that, like you said, there's no cylinder that's going to fit that's such a small hole.
There's not. Well, they used to make peanut cylinders once upon a time. Those were 3/4, but you're not going to get a modern lock to go into it. So completely forget that idea.
Mm-hmm.
You've got that trim, either someone specified 1 1/8, which I've never seen before, for a special purpose, or the factory made an error, which is also very unlikely. So anyway. Or
so these were intended to be a 1 5/8 opening there?
Yeah, that's what I mean, it's a little bit larger than typical, but when you put a mortise cylinder or a rim cylinder, you need a hole that's 1 1/4 or 1 3/8, and when you add the trim ring, that would be very typical, or a cylinder collar or something like that. What you could also do, and I'm not saying you should, because I would ream the hole out, return what you ordered and then buy it in the proper size, so no one does any labor. But come on, get your tool and you're done. No one knows you.
Yeah, you're right on that. I agree with you. However, I do need to see if they're okay with that as well. If not, well, I mean, it's their fault. They're the ones that asked for this trim, and they don't even know that a cylinder doesn't exist for this. So it's kind of their fault for asking for this exit trim. I guess they didn't do any research on it either.
This is how we learn.
Right?
Whether it be you or me, this is how we learn. So, yeah, no, I'm here to support you. Let me know if I can do anything, and we'll go from there.
You've helped a lot, Richard. Thank you.
Have a good weekend, sir.
You too.
Bye.
Architectural Builders Supply hopes you have enjoyed this program. Again, thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up. Please subscribe and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.